Hi, Capricorn rising sign. Here is your weekly forecast starting on the 9th of March until the 15th of March. So I'm curious to hear what has been happening in your life because, of course, Saturn recently went into your fourth house and you are ruled by Saturn, right? So, but that would be more to do with about foundational changes that you have to be making. But what really happening for you is that, for example, with the Mercury and Pallas Athene conjunction hitting your third house, potentially, you might be living in your mindset a little bit. You might be communicating in certain ways, and you're going to have to shift that around. You're going to have to come up with a strategy. You're going to have to kind of like revisiting potentially old ideas as well. And of course, Jupiter is going direct in your seventh house this week too. So if you experience certain type of stagnations in the most important partnerships, then it might be finally over. But let's break it down. With Jupiter going direct in your seventh house, maybe there was this kind of like freeze, freeze in contractual agreements, freeze in your partnership. And it's imagine that kind of like the winter is going away. Things are finally going. So for the last 4 months, Jupiter, having or being retrograde in your seventh house, maybe making your business partnership, legal deals, romantic commitments feel like you were stuck in a loop. And then, oh, we're gonna do it next month, maybe procrastinating with the partner. But now the planet of expansion, the king of all the gods, basically, is moving forward. So it's not about negotiating in circles anymore. We are kind of like sealing the deal. Now, we do have got Mercury and Pallas Athene conjunction, like I said. So you can be spotting certain type of patterns in how you have been expressing your emotions, how you have been conveying your own ideas as well. And you can even find a bit of a glitch in a contractual agreement, certain type of misunderstandings with collaborators, something that might have happened, for example, in January. And then now we are ready to kind of iron that out. Palasatini is the mastermind. So this is about troubleshooting the car, troubleshooting the messages that we have been sending or we have been talking about. It's about fixing potentially an idea around the project as well, or fixing up the website. That's even possible. Jupiter going direct in your seventh house. That's about kind of like a bit of a victory, really. So this could talk to you about that finally we can sit down and then have a settlement at a legal matter, or we just find the common ground in one-to-one dealings as well. Maybe it was difficult to reach certain people since November, and then it's kind of like the momentum returns today. Maybe we have been a bit more silent and we didn't express our emotions since November, December, when it comes to a legal matter or even partnerships as well. It could have felt like it was a stalemate, but then now it's somehow moving forward in your favor. So I think you can initiate certain type of contacts right now. You can send a follow-up email to someone. You can propose collaborations with this because you might be getting the yes. And until now, you might have received a couple of no's. We have got a Mars and North Node conjunction happening in your third house as well, and that's a fated conversation. That's a life-changing piece of news. You might feel even like you want to be speaking your truth or you want to take an action, a decisive action in your local environment. Remember, the North Node is pulling you towards something often scary, and it is connected to your words. So, you know what, if you feel like that I shouldn't be sending this text message, don't send it. But if you feel like that or you've got that impulse, trust it and hit the send button. Um, it might be you want to be having a little bit of a more difficult conversation with someone, and then you are scared, but your intuition is telling you that this is actually the path forward. Even it can open up new doors and possibilities to a new skill, a local opportunity. So it's scary, but walk towards it. Ceres enters your fifth house, so that's about nurturing the children, nurturing your joyous self. So Ceres will be here for 2.5 months, and it's nurturing a creative project, nurturing your romantic endeavors as well, though. So maybe we decide in the partnership that we would like to rekindle a little bit. We would like to work through our intimacy departments. We would like to get pregnant. So, but this series tells you that you need to be spending the next couple of months having a bit of a fun. Series in Taurus wants to find security, but now it wants to find it through your creative talents. So you can nurture your soul just by grounding yourself, attending your hobbies, building better romantic connections, and then something starts feeling like your home, basically. You need to be auditing your communication a little bit, because with Mars, sometimes it's a fight about the future, and maybe there is a bit of a hidden strategic flow there. And we've spot that first, and then after we can have these bigger conversations. But if you want to sign a contract, I'm happy with Jupiter moving forward. Mercury might say that we just have to double check the fine print. We're going to have to check certain details. So not just overlooking it because it looks like it looks very nice. And maybe you are ready to speak your fated truth as well. So I think what it tells you this week is that your words are your power. And those can lead to the expansion of your relationship. So good luck, I think. And I will see you next week. Take care. Bye bye.